Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of September 2021. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, but I also want to remind you in this moment to go ahead and like the video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We're going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Soul's Journey deck, aiming for 4, and then we'll further clarify with 2 different tarot decks, okay? So we'll do some initial shuffling. Keep in mind while I do so that this is a general intuitive mid-month read for the sign of my lovely Geminis. So take what resonates, leave it doesn't for somebody else, and make sure to check out the other placements within your chart, the other readings for more messages. And as well, on a side note, I posted, in addition this month, general mid-month reads for all 12 signs, so make sure to check out those as well. There's some interesting messages for you, okay? To begin for my lovely Geminis for money and career mid-September 2021, what do they need to know? Okay, what else do we have for Gemini? Okay, so we have 5. So lots of messages for you. Alrighty. So I'm actually going to not pull for all 5 tarot-wise. I'm going to just speak upon the health card separately. Just feeling intuitively guided to do that, but it just feels as if there's a bit of a focus throughout the second half of September, maybe the entire month for some of you Geminis, on your health. How healthy do you feel when it comes to how much you work? You know, your routine, your habits when it comes to your work routine, routines, you know, day to day, week to week, throughout the month. You know, is your job healthy for you mentally, emotionally, even physically? Just these questions kind of being pushed, or you being pushed to ask some of these questions to oneself throughout the month of September, okay? So we're going to begin by pulling some clarifiers from the Tattoo Tarot deck for worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And so if you can see here, we have 3 out of the 4 are purple, which is a very royal spiritual color. You might find that your spirituality is connected or utilized within your work in one way, shape, or form, or just a push from the universe to put that beautiful Gemini crown back on, to feel royal once again, you know, to not worry about what the future holds or whether you'll have enough finances in one way, shape, or form for this or that. So we're going to do some initial shuffling with the Tattoo Tarot deck. Beginning to like this deck even more. It's a bit creepy, but most tarot decks are. 3 of Swords, and so you feeling a bit sort of wounded or emotional when it comes to, you know, your past, when it within your financial situation, your career, feeling as if you can't help but reflect in the second half of the month on if certain investments you made in the past are going to kind of pop back up and you know, affect you in a negative way, or just worrying about the future, right? Feeling as if you're just emotional in one way, shape, or form about what lies ahead, right? Some of you worrying about paying certain bills. With the Queen of Swords, you're going to be pushed by the universe to enter this mindset, this way of being, and figure out what's not working for you within your routine, or maybe energies or a job or something of the sort, maybe where you're investing your money, reevaluating your budget or your monthly subscriptions for some of you, to feel a little bit less stressed when it comes to money and career, okay? Let's pull a Light Seers Tarot deck card for this to further clarify. And it's just a reminder that worrying, being overly emotional, sitting in those emotions, you know, when it comes to your career, your money, is not going to help anything, you know, and you know that. It's just a reminder that needs to come through what feels like at the beginning of the second half of the month. For some of you in the first half as well. It just depends. What else do we have for this worry card? 4 of Pentacles, and it's interesting because it felt like it was meant to be in reverse, but I feel as if it's meant to be in the upright position. A reminder to loosen that grip. All right, at times you feeling as if, for some of you, it's you just trying to control things moving forward to an extent that it doesn't help, right? It just kind of puts an immense amount of pressure on the situation, makes you extra stressed and emotional at the end of the day, at the end of the week and month. But the reason it came out sort of in reverse at first was because a lot of you feeling like you don't have enough control over your situation, feeling like you just work from day to day or week to week, and you know, hope that you make enough money. For some of you, you have a very commission-based job and it just feels very up in the air, or sort of, you know, I hope that this works out. I hope that I have enough for this bill or that bill. And just feeling as if it's time for you to kind of maybe implement a more secure source of income, or a passive source of income. A lot of you thinking about if you have enough different ways to have money coming in, sources, but feeling like you're pushed by the universe to take a peaceful sort of emotional standpoint on things, to meditate, simplify your Gemini analytical mind, but also feeling a bit depleted from just being overly emotional, what feels like in the first half of the month and the first, and the third week as well, okay? So we'll take that one as well. A lot of you thinking back to, with the Tower card as well at the bottom, a past situation that came to an end, whether it was a job or a financial obligation, somebody you maybe benefited from financially, and asking yourself if that was, should have stuck with you, or you should have stuck with that in general. Don't second guess it, okay? Everything happens for a reason. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And so let's pull some tarot for this, if I could even say it. Whatever for perseverance for Gemini. The Nine of Swords, and just feeling a bit restricted, you know, feeling as if you need to, there's a situation where there's a job, again, a financial obligation, commitment that just leaves you kind of feeling tied down to a certain extent, or you're just feeling a bit wounded again, depleted, and needing to just push forward and persevere when it comes to certain financial goals you have set in place or putting in place in the second half of the month and the beginning of October. Feeling the need to just move forward and do what you have to do regardless, you know, shake it off. You know, you're one strong individual, and you'll be reminded of that from the universe, from other energies around you that you work with or just outside of work, just to keep moving forward, right? To do so in the utmost passionate way, okay? Bear with me, and energy around me is making me truly nervous. What else do we have for perseverance for Gemini? The Hermit. And so as you're just making your way through the second half of the month, there's this feeling that because of all you're dealing with, trying to overcome or just sort through mentally and emotionally, you feel the need to spend time alone. Some of you working by your lonesome and feeling that that's the best way to go about it, or feeling as if you leave your work environment, which isn't sort of lonely or hermit-like, and you just feel the need to separate yourself from everybody and everything, to gather yourself or to implement more self-care, and just allow yourself to utilize that hermit time in a positive way to persevere, to keep moving forward, okay? Trust, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And so let's pull some tarot for this. What do we have for trust? The Four of Cups. And so there's going to be an opportunity that comes your way, whether it's a contract, for some of you it's a contract job, opportunity, work, whether it's a new job or just something to invest in financially, you're going to need to trust in your intuition, your inner voice, what you've learned and grown from over time, you know, the knowledge you've gained, the wisdom. You know it's intuitively not right for you. You get this gut feeling, or just a weird feeling that comes over you. Trust red flags as well. You just will know that you're not meant to accept it or move forward with it. And don't try to move forward with this opportunity or investment due to fear or just not knowing how the future is meant to unravel, okay? And so let's pull some more clarifiers for trust for my Geminis. Seven of Swords, and it feels like you may not tell a lot of people about, you know, the opportunities coming in. It could be multiple or just one at this time. Feeling as if the changes and adjustments you're going through, even the emotional kind of ups and downs and the feeling a bit depleted, you know, it's interesting, it's side by side with the Hermit card, feeling as if you just are very kind of secretive into yourself when it comes to what you're going through once again, or the changes you're implementing. Feeling like there's maybe somebody in your life who would be disappointed if you turn this down, but you again just feeling as if you are moving towards a level of abundance in that opportunity, that investment, whatever it may be for you, or multiple, you know, things. It's just not going to help you get to that cup overflowing, okay? Trust what you already know within. Service, I feel good when I can help others. So I feel the need to encourage you to keep a level of secrecy, okay? And so I feel as if in the second half of the month, you're pushed to sort of ask yourself, how am I helping people within my job, my career, my business, whatever it is for you? feeling as if that's when you're most fulfilled. Came up in Aquarius as well. Page of Swords. And you just gaining new knowledge, learning new skill sets, or dusting off a skill set from the past in order to help people more so, or to just take your business or your career to the next level in one way, shape, or form. Feeling as if it's time for you to help other people so you can feel good about your own situation, to keep persevering, trusting what you already know, as well as, you know, while you're gaining new knowledge, new skill sets, new wisdom. Interesting. It feels like a lot of you sort of gain a better understanding throughout the second half of September as to why you like to help people, right? Some of you may not have fully realized that up until this point in the month, or you may just get a reminder from the universe that that's the way to go for you. What else do we have for service for Gemini? The Two of Swords, and so you just not feeling as if you have all the answers or fully understand as to how things are meant to unravel within your career or in your financial situation, right? Some of you stressing over certain debts needing to be paid off and not seeing how it's even possible moving forward, feeling like it's a never-ending battle, thinking back from time to time, certain, again, financial obligations, slip-ups, you know, stressing over this or that, or just thinking back to past jobs or financial situations that you maybe shouldn't have let go or moved on from. But remember that everything happens for a reason. And as you learn new things, you know, gain a better understanding, even if it's not the full understanding that you desire at this time. Feeling like certain people are very judgmental or opinionated at this time. Coincidentally, not coincidentally, side by side with the Seven of Swords, keeping you quite secretive toward all the way through till the end of the month. Reminding you that you know best if you look within, trust that inner voice, that beautiful Gemini intuition as you figure this and that out and try to implement certain changes to your routines and your job and your financial obligations. All right. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing rest of the month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.